Rise and shine.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just cannot help myself. Up until last night, I didn't think that we'd ever be together again. I didn't.
Oh, no way my brother here was going to let that happen.
No. Were you guys able to take care of everything?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All set.
Jonas Chamberlain and Carlo Hesser are out for the count.
Great.
You sure they're not going to come too?
No way.
Considering the doses we gave them, there's not a chance of that happening. I really hope this plan works.
You know what? It's still hard to believe you're related to a guy like Hesser.
Yeah, well, we can't choose our parents.
Your Highness, are you there?
It's time to start the second half of our plan.
Morning, Lizzie.
What's that about?
I'm just glad you're here and that it wasn't a dream.
I'm here. And it definitely wasn't a dream.
Okay, and everything we said to each other last night before we passed out was real.
I hope so. You told me you loved me.
Well, I do. And you told me that I'm Shane's father.
Morning, Dad.
Morning, son. You sleep okay?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, what can I get you for breakfast?
Cereal's okay.
I may not be much of a cook, but I think I can manage to whip up some bacon and eggs.
You don't have to do anything special. I kind of wanted to do something special for you.
Jess? Jessica?
You know what Jessica is?
That's it?
Jess? Hey, Jess!
What? That's all you have to say to me? John?
Hey, what's going on?
I need to talk to you.
Talk.
Well,
It's about the woman that you were looking for at Todd's house last night.
Jess? Where the hell is she?
out. That's all you have to say. I don't believe this. I mean, you are my full brother, Todd, and we haven't seen each other for years.
I don't know what your point is.
My point is, that's all you have to say to me.
What would you have me say to you?
Oh, I don't know. How about, hi, Tina, nice to see you. How are you?
Hi, Tina. Nice to see you. How are you? Where's Jessica?
I don't know. I'm not her babysitter. I'm just the aunt she hates.
Jessica hates you?
Yeah, she seems to, although she never used to. Look, I know she's going through a lot. She just lost her husband. I mean, but was she a brat before this? Because she is not the Jessica I remember.
You know something about the woman who's staying with Manning?
Just so we're clear, you're not talking about the housekeeper, right?
I am not talking about the housekeeper. Who is she, Jessica?
Oh, I don't know. I guess the best way to describe her is a figment of your imagination.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't exist, John. I mean, Todd isn't hiding anybody at his house, and you're kind of wasting your time looking for her.
I'm wondering why it's so important for you to convince me of that.
You did this for me?
One of the first things that you said when you got back was how sorry you were for not being here while I was growing up, that you missed out on everything. So I put together this scrapbook for you.
I can't even begin to tell you how much this means to me, Shane.
Mom's always taking pictures, so pretty much anything important that happened to me is in here. That's me and Mom at the Bonjour Cafe, where Mom used to work. She hates that picture of herself. She thinks she looks fat.
I think your mom looks beautiful here. She always looks beautiful.
What are we going to do now that everything's out in the open?
Well, nothing's out in the open. It's just between you and me.
And there are a few complications. You're still married to Adriana, for one thing.
Things are complicated, but I don't regret a single thing that happened between you and me. I should have told you I loved you a long time ago.
I gave you the chance. I told you I loved you.
But you couldn't have picked a better moment than the middle of my wedding? I need to figure out how to tell Adriana.
Right.
And we have to figure out how to tell Shane I'm his father.
Wow. When they told me that I had a visitor, it never occurred to me that it would be you.
I was pretty surprised myself.
I didn't know if I would ever see you again. You were so mad.
Lindsay, we're about to get married, and all of a sudden I find out that you faked insanity to get out of a murder charge.
Okay, you know what, Bo, if you came here just to go through all that again...
No. That's not why I'm here. You're paying for what you did.
Yes, I am.
I was surprised when I found out you pled guilty.
I just want this all to be over with.
Yeah. Guess so.
So... why did you come see me?
Believe it or not, I came here to thank you.
There you are in a coat and tie.
You can tell by the way I'm smiling that I hate getting dressed up.
It's still a good one.
Everyone says that we don't look alike, but I think in that picture I sort of look like you.
Nah. You're your mama all over again.
A lot of kids at school don't look like their parents either.
Well, I never looked anything like my dad.
It doesn't make any difference whether we look alike or not. Once we get back that test that we took, it'll be official that you're my dad.
I'm not so sure we should rush into telling Shane.
Rush? I just spent the last 10 years of my life not knowing that I was a father. You thought Shane was better off thinking his dad was dead than having me in his life.
That's not fair. I was afraid that if I hunted you down and told you, you'd call me a liar, or you wouldn't want any part of Shane and me.
I'm sorry. I know I left you in a tough situation. But you did a great job at raising Shane. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
But I lost a lot of years with Shane that I can't get back. So, can you blame me for not wanting to lose one more day?
No.
Look, I'm going to be the greatest father. I swear. I know I didn't have any kind of role model growing up, but that kind of makes you think about what a good dad should be. I want the kind of relationship with Shane that Bo has with Matthew. I don't know, there's still a few days before he goes back to school. Maybe I can take him fishing, or maybe...
I miss him so much. This is the longest I've ever been away from him.
Haven't you called him?
I left a message last night, but I was waiting to make sure that he was up.
Call him. Call our son.
The only reason we took that DNA test is because my name isn't on your birth certificate.
I know. You were worried because Mom went away, and if anything ever happened to her...
Nothing is going to happen to your mom.
Maybe that's her now. Hello?
Honey, it's Mom.
Mom! It's Mom! Dad and I were just talking about you. How are you?
Oh, sweetie, I'm fine now that I'm hearing your voice.
How come you never called?
Well, I tried last night. I left a message. Didn't you get it?
We didn't check the machine. Are you coming home soon?
As soon as I can get a flight. Hopefully I will be home by tonight.
This is the longest you've ever been gone.
I know, baby. I miss you so much.
Can I talk to your mom a minute?
Sure. Dad wants to talk to you. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, baby.
Gigi,
Hello, Brody.
good to hear from you. That lady Delphina said some things that... Well, I'm just glad to hear your voice. Where are you?
Texas.
Did you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, I found Rex.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but I need to speak to you about a matter of utmost importance.
Come in here, Benjamin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. Had I known...
If you could just keep your voice down. The prince is still sleeping.
Pardon me, Your Highness.
The prince and I, we had a very long and active night. And the people of Mendora and my father will be pleased to know that my husband and I have performed our duty. We can officially be crowned king and queen. Our marriage has been consummated. What was so important that you had to come and interrupt the royal morning after?
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but I felt you and the prince needed to know that the world press is protesting the media blackout.
On what grounds?
Your marriage and the aftermath is generating worldwide headlines. And now we have even more news to report.
Right, so I gotta get it out there that we got it on.
I have no intention of being so crass. But all of Mendora has been quite anxious, as has your own father, although I have been having trouble locating him this morning.
Oh, well, last night he told me that he's going to get up before dawn today and hunt wild boar.
Will he be back soon? I don't know how much longer I can put off the press.
Bitterman, you're getting on my nerves, okay? Obviously, the prince and I have performed our obligations as set forth in the Mendoran Charter, which means I'm queen. So I order you to lift the media blackout and let all of the reporters into the palace.
Oh, but if I could just speak to you.
The prince and I, we have some damage control that we have to do. We need to allay our subjects' concern about the monarchy. Oh, honey, I'm coming. Thank you. Why don't you just give us about 20 more minutes, okay? Okay. Was I like a little over the top?
No, it sounded to me like you had everything under control.
You had attitude, girl. You make a good queen. Ugh, made me sick just lying in bed with Jonas.
Well, you'll never have to do that again.
Come on, let's go get you tricked out, Queenie. Stop.
He's going to be out for a while. Time for phase 2.
Look, I know it's been a few years since I've seen her, but, I mean, the Jessica I always knew was sweet and nice and polite, but, I mean, this girl is out and out nasty, and she's so bossy. She acts like she owns the place.
Maybe she doesn't enjoy your company.
Yeah, well, she has made that abundantly clear. I mean, she's practically thrown me out of my own home. I mean, she's more of a spoiled brat than David Vickers is.
David Vickers isn't living here too, is he?
Not the man, my dog.
Your dog's name is... No, forget it. What else has Jessica done?
Isn't that enough? I mean, Natalie, who I just met, has just practically rolled out the red carpet for me. But Jessica, she has been a total... I am not going to say the word. But let me tell you, it is not a word that I thought I would ever use to describe one of Vicky's daughters.
Look, John, I know what my uncle's done in the past, and I understand why people feel the way they do about him. But in my heart, I know he's changed. I just don't want to see him get punished for the man that he used to be. And I know you and I have always been straight with one another, and Just wanted you to know the truth.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'll let you get back to work.
Hey, before you go, would you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Jessica's been through a lot. She needs to sort it all out in her head and try to heal.
I know, and I want to help her.
Give me a break. You're nothing but trouble. Jessica knows that.
I can't believe that you, of all people, would say that to me.
Yeah, look what's happened every time you've come to town.
Look, I admit I have had my problems in the past. But you know what? I've grown up. I have. I've changed, and I'm here to spend time with Sarah and to, bond with my family.
Uh-huh.
And Vicky and I, we had a very sweet, albeit brief reunion, and you know, I think she would be thrilled to know that I was here in support of Jessica.
Vicky doesn't know you're here?
Where else would I be? In fact, I was thinking about calling Vicky to let her know how nasty Jessica has been to me, so I think I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, no. You don't want to do that.
Why not? So tell me, why are you so protective of our little niece? And why are you so desperate to talk to her?
Are you alone now, Brody?
Yeah.
What the hell were you thinking telling Balsam that you and I slept together?
I told you, huh?
He sure did.
I'm sorry, Gigi. I know that was stupid.
Stupid. It was a total lie.
It just came out, all right? You were a mess because of him. I wanted to shut the guy down. I mean, he's still married.
Okay, that doesn't make it all right for you to lie to him about us.
Look, the last thing I want is for Balsam to screw up what we've got going for Shane. I mean, he's finally feeling like he's got a family.
So it was all about protecting Shane.
Okay. Maybe I'm finally feeling like I've got something in my own life worth fighting for. You and Shane. Now, I don't want Balsam ruining that. Gigi, you still there?
I'm here.
Shane's, we're just glad to hear you're safe. We'll talk to you when you get back.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. How can I do this?
What?
Take Shane away from Brody.
Brody's not Shane's father. I am.
I know that, but Shane doesn't.
Yeah, because you lied to him, too.
Okay, fine. But that doesn't change the fact that Shane loves Brody.
So, wait, are you saying we shouldn't tell Shane I'm his father?
No, I'm not saying that we shouldn't ever tell Shane. I've wanted to tell him 1,000,000 times since you came back into my life. And I know that he has to find out now. I know.
Okay, well, don't make it sound like it's going to be so painful for him.
He spent his whole life thinking Brody was his dad.
I know that, but he just met Brody for real, like, 3 months ago. It's not like he grew up with the guy.
He grew up with the idea that his dad died a hero and then Brody came back. Can't you understand what that meant to Shane?
Yes. And I know I'm not some kind of hero, but it's not like Shane hates me.
No, he likes you. He likes you a lot.
Well, don't you think that'll make things easier for him?
Not for Brody. He's crazy about Shane.
Who cares about Brody? The guy only showed up because somebody paid him.
Yeah, your wife.
Okay, look, this isn't getting us anywhere.
Rex, you have to understand that I put everything on the line when I stood up at your wedding and I told you how I felt in front of all those people. And then you went ahead and you married Adriana. And yeah, I wish that we were together when Brody showed up, but we weren't. So, I mean, what was I supposed to do? I mean, I know Brody has his faults. I know that. But he really has tried to clean up his act for Shane and me.
Gigi, Brody knows that I'm Shane's father. He'll understand why Shane needs to know the truth.
But will Shane understand? Or will our son hate me for lying to him for his whole life?
You feeling better now that you've heard from her?
My wuss for missing her so much.
If you are, then you're looking at another wuss, because I miss her too.
Wait till she hears about that test.
Maybe we should hold off on telling her about that.
Why?
Let's keep it as a surprise.
Okay, if that's what you want.
What'd you get from your room?
I want to put these pictures in my scrapbook. This is me right after baseball practice this year.
Rex with you?
He took me.
Great. I want to see the rest of the scrapbook.
I made it so that you can know about my life, but I don't really know anything about yours, except that you were a Navy SEAL and a hero.
Well, I don't know about the hero part.
Do you have any pictures?
There wasn't a lot of time for taking pictures.
Well, maybe you can just tell me. It's been 10 years. That's my whole life. A lot must have happened to you in 10 years.
How could you possibly want to thank me for pretty much ruining your life?
All this made me realize that I've lived my life in a reaction to my father, even after he died.
Well, you've never, ever been anything like your father.
And I did everything I possibly could to make sure that I wasn't. But I think I went too far. When I decided to ask you to marry me, all of a sudden, I couldn't help but think about how Pa would have reacted. Gave me a chuckle.
You asked me to marry you? To tick off your dead father?
No. I asked you to marry me because I care so much about you. I thought if I could overlook the problems, then I would finally be taking control of my life.
Well, this just keeps getting better and better. I can't wait to hear the punchline.
No, Lindsay, understand, I was blindsided when I found out what you'd done.
I'm sorry that I hurt you. You can't imagine how sorry I am.
And I was hurt. I was hurt so much that I decided to just turn my back on everybody else that I cared about and just run away. Imagine that at my age. I ran away. But if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have found what I did.
What did you find?
I found myself.
Good luck. Thanks.
We'll take care of everything here. Are you up for what we have to do now?
I'm up for it if you're up for it.
Let's do it.
Jessica's lost her husband, and she's pregnant, and her mom's out of town, so I'm worried about her.
You didn't act so worried a few minutes ago. In fact, you seemed mad.
How would you know the difference?
Look, whatever Jessica's going through does not give her the right to be rude to me and David Vickers. He just wanted to go down to the basement.
The basement?
Yeah, he just wanted to sniff around in the basement, and I don't know, she went ballistic. She acted like he was going to attack her child or something. She even locked the basement door.
What's in the basement?
You got me.
What would you like to ask me, John?
First off, how's everything with the baby?
Oh, I went to the obstetrician. I was a little worried about those pains. You were so nice, by the way. Thank you.
What's the doctor? I thought I saw your car outside when I left.
You did. I took a cab. I didn't want to take any chances, but she examined me, and I'm okay.
Good. That's good.
You know, this pregnancy, doing it alone. When I carried Brie, I had NASH.
Very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Can I talk to you about something else? I'm a little worried about Natalie.
What is that?
She's blaming herself for what happened to Nash, and I keep on telling her over and over and over again that it's not her fault, but you know how she gets when she has trouble dealing with things. She can be a little reckless, and I just don't want her doing anything rash, you know.
What do you think she might do?
I don't know. I don't know what she would do. I just think that it's important for her to be around the people that love her and the people that care about her. I just don't want her running off and hiding on us. And, you know, you have enough on your shoulders right now. I'm sure you have lots of work to do. You don't need to worry about it.
That's no problem.
This wouldn't be the case file on the mystery one on Todd, would it?
Oh, no, you don't want to touch the scary monsters in there.
Oh, sure.
Thanks for coming down.
Thanks. Just wanted to do the right thing. Bye.
Bye.
Well, what else did Jessica say?
Other than get out? Not much.
Yeah, well, don't give her any trouble, okay? And don't bother Vicky with this. She's in Africa doing her goody two-shoes thing. She doesn't need to be worrying about Jessica or worrying about the fact that you think Jessica hates you.
Well, I really don't care whether she likes me or not. This is my home, too, and I need a roof over my head.
She's not going to throw you out.
Bye, Todd. Nice to see you again, brother. You are again, my lovelies.
Everyone in this room knows that Mindora is my adopted country, and that my marriage to the Crown Prince was arranged, as marriages have been for centuries in this country. My husband and I, we understand those circumstances, and we also understand that the purpose for our union was to produce an heir for the Mindoran throne. Ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you that the people of Mindora will not be disappointed. Yes?
Why are you making this announcement without the prince?
My husband would have been here, but he promised my father that he was going to go boar hunting with him this morning. The two of them are very close. They spend a great deal of time together.
Why is your father so involved in government affairs?
Isn't he a career criminal?
My father changed profoundly while he was in prison. And, well, I feel very blessed that he and my husband are so close. So now that you guys have been so patient waiting for news, I'd like to take you on a tour of the palace.
But, Your Highness...
The palace itself was erected in 1547 for King Rudolph III in celebration of his marriage to Queen Margaret of Fredonia.
But, Your Highness...
Right now we're in the Grand Salon.
This is Gloria Teasdale coming to you from Mendora, where Princess Talia Hesser von Hohenstein, daughter of Carlo Hesser, is welcoming the world to her country and to her new home, the Palace of Mendora.
Well, upstairs to the Grand Hall and the Royal Suites, right this way.
Oh, my.
Just make it happen.
What are you doing here?
Where the hell have you been?
That's... Not that it's any of your business, but I was doing some damage control.
What does that mean?
Well, I was trying to make sure that your little secret game with Martin Saybrook stays a secret.
Why?
Leverage, you know. I have my secret and you have yours.
Oh, that's your test and nut job and no longer the lovely Jessica? By the way, you might want to try acting like a little less of a bitch
Okay,
around
stop
here.
it. That's enough.
Pull
Thank
this
you.
off.
Keep your voice down.
So how did you do it?
I went to go and see John McBain.
What?
Well, I was just letting him know that there's absolutely no way that
God,
I'm
you
hiding.
idiot! Why?
What?
They didn't find anything at my house. Why would you go and wave a red flag around?
I didn't do that. I totally sold him. You're
Well,
welcome,
shut
by the
up
way.
about it. God, stay away from McBain.
Todd,
Is Jessica in there anywhere?
I have her totally under control. Thanks.
It's just as well, I guess. When she comes out, she's not going to like what I'm doing with Marty.
Look, Todd, when I left John McBain, the case of the mysterious woman was officially closed. You don't have to worry about it.
You found yourself?
I took a trip to my past. I went back to my roots, and in my head, I settled some things that I should have settled a long time ago.
Things about your father?
Pa's been dead for over a year, but I feel like I just buried him. And I'm finally able to know what he was and what he wasn't. And if it weren't for you, I'd have never made that journey.
I'm glad you're feeling better about things.
I also wanted to say that I'm not sure that I can ever forgive you, but I understand. I do. You did everything you did out of love. And I know now, I mean, everything in the world is not just black and white. Love, misguided love can make people do some extreme things. I hope your time here goes quickly.
Thank you. Maybe when I get out.
Good luck, Lindsay.
The thing about my life is, it wasn't all that interesting.
You were a Navy SEAL. That had to be awesome.
I thought it would be. But it sort of boiled down to a bunch of guys hanging out in the desert and trying not to get killed.
I still want to hear about it.
Maybe some other time, okay?
Okay. Here's the other picture. It is the most important one of all because it shows the best thing that ever happened to me in my entire life. You coming home.
There is no way Shane is going to hate you.
But I've been lying to him for his whole life.
He'll understand why. And Shane knows better than anybody what a great mother you've been. We'll explain everything to him together.
Okay. I know we have to tell him. I know. I want to. But we have to find the best way and the right time to do it.
Okay.
And about the other thing.
What other thing? Oh. Oh, this other thing.
Hey, it's McBain. When are you gonna have that 3D reconstruction done for me? Well, good. It's gonna be a lot easier to find this woman when we know what she looks like.
Good morning, Commissioner.
Can you believe Mom dressed me as a lion for Halloween? How dorky is that?
Oh, you look great. Not too scary, though.
I don't think we should do that.
You sure? We're pretty good at it.
Until things get a little less complicated, I think we should,
Back off? Yeah, I got that when we got here last night and you asked Chuck for 2 rooms.
I'm sorry that I've made such a mess out of everything.
My fault. Shouldn't have run out on you without a word.
I wonder how we would have handled it all together. We were so young. It could have been even more of a disaster.
I'm not so sure Shane would have turned out as well as he did if I had been in his life. Back then, I wasn't exactly the model citizen.
Well, the only way we could find out is if we went back in time.
Right. And we both know that's impossible. was the messenger from the hospital.
Is it about the test?
Yep. It's official.
Brody Lovett and Shane Marasco. Positive DNA match. Wow.
Your father now. No one can ever take you away from me.
These marble floors are the original. And these tapestries are actually 17th century French. Right this way. Here we are at the royal bedchamber, where the heir might well have been conceived last night.
May we see the room, please?
Of course, we don't have any secrets here in Mendora. Do we? What? Oh. Looks like Carlo learned a few skills in prison.
You better be right about the bank.
I am right. He's not going to find out that you're hiding Marty Saybrook at your house. That is, as long as you keep quiet about me.
You mean that your tests or what you're hiding in the basement?